Oh, a couple of years ago, came down here for a fantastic holiday here in the Smoky Mountain National Park region. And yesterday, we had a chance to talk to Larry Waters, who's actually the mayor of Sevierville. Now, that encompasses Gatlinburg, Wears Valley, and Pigeon Forge, all here in Tennessee.
Visit the most visited national park in the United States, which is the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. Beautiful area with a lot of different variety of trees, animals, and as I said, the most visited park. And then we have a lot of attractions in the area, literally thousands of attractions, beginning with Dollywood, which is one of the biggest theme parks in the United States. So we have a lot going on in the area, and especially in October when the leaves change, such a beautiful time, a lot of visitors, and this is an event which we've been looking forward to. We'll have local craftsmen, we'll have a lot to eat, and a lot of entertainment here this weekend, so it's going to be a great event for the area and all of our visitors.
Hey, and many thanks to Mayor Larry Waters and Jerry Sandifer as well for helping us get down here to the Wears Valley. Beautiful part of Tennessee, actually within 1 day's drive of most of the United States. We're going to get started with the underhand chop. In total, we're going to be showing you 4 heats the underhand chop. We already had 1 heat go. Brian Wamsley set a time of 49.12. You know that time's going to be beat.
That's right. And these guys are swinging razor sharp axes. These axes weigh about 4.5 to 5 pounds, Bill. And they are razor sharp. They're not actually stainless steel as a lot of people think because they're so shiny. They're actually polished to that mirror finish.
Now we're chopping 13 inches of white pine. A little bit different the white pine they grow down here in the southern part of the states in Tennessee and West Virginia.
That's right. This pine you can see is a lot of orange. It's a lot of late wood actually in this wood. Our white pine looks really white. This stuff looks really orangey.
Well, Nathan Waterfield and Mark Jones are both going to take down the time of 49.12 set by Brian Wamsley in the first heat earlier in the day. Nathan Waterfield puts some drivers in, and Nathan wins the first heat with a 29.93, the new time to beat.
Yeah, both guys well under 49 seconds.
I notice on your left side, on your opening cut there, slabbing nails saved you, of course, but does that affect you at all mentally when you have a slab that's saved by the nails?
Sometimes when it slabs out, you lose your guide marks on the other side, and it makes you kind of have to guess where your hit's going to go, and sometimes if you move it in too narrow, kind of like I did, it doesn't leave you with a lot of wood to work with when you're cutting. So when you slab that off, your lines are gone, it can kind of be an issue.
Well, 29.93 is the time to beat right now, and surely it's going to get lowered in this heat by either Chris Bradshaw, Dave Jewett, a couple of guys who learned their trade at university.
That's right. I can relate to that. Of course, I started out at UNB, actually chopped against Dave Jewett back in the mid-'80s. So Dave Jewett's no slouch in the underhand chop.
Well, world-class competitors. He was out of the game for a couple of years. He's right back at it, and once again, top of his game, one of the best in the United States. Chris Bradshaw from West Virginia, big, strong, hard hitter.
Yeah, he's a mountain of a man. You watch this wood, even in the interview, Bill, we did before, the wood is actually brittle. You see it breaking as they're chopping through this stuff, so it's a really different kind of white pine to chop.
It certainly seems like a lot harder white pine. Dave Jewett over on his backside, putting some drivers in, one more chip side, a couple of drivers ready to finish things off. Chris Bradshaw right with him.
But I don't think he's going to have the steam. Dave Jewett, 2 drivers, 3. He's off in 26.1 seconds.
And he lowers the time to beat. I noticed your first hit in your backside, you missed your mark. That cost you a little bit there. What happened?
Well, you know, I used to do a really quick turn. I used to kind of jump and hit my hit, right? But I was really 50-50. I'd either hit or I miss it, so I'm changing my turn around, so I'm going a little slower. But, you know, anytime you change something, it takes like about a year to really perfect it. And I lost my balance, and I should have just waited, got my balance, then hit it. But it cost me a second. I guarantee that'll cost me a place. It always does.
Well, at the end there, too, you were unsure whether the cut was complete or not. At the very end, you were a little bit confused.
Yeah, you know, it's a 13-inch log, and we don't cut enough of them this big. So, you know, if I had another one to cut, I wouldn't miss that on the bottom. But you just have to, oh yeah, I got to reach a little lower or reach a little lower in the front side before you turn. But it's just practice, and you have to cut more the logs, you know, cut more logs exactly this size.
Well, when you get to this level of competition in lumberjack sports, every swing and every second counts. Right now, Dave Jewett leading the way with 26 seconds. 4 guys to come.